My son, he came like 6 weeks early, almost killed the wife when she had him. And then my dad died. I found out I had cancer, and then my wife was in the hospital 62 days on bed rest before she had my daughter 6 weeks early. So it was a really crazy 4 years.
By the end of 2002, Kyle Mead was ready for a new year. His son and newborn daughter were happy and healthy, and so was Kyle after a bout with skin cancer in 2001.
They just cut it out and removed my lymph nodes at that time that drained from that area of my back, and everything seemed good.
And it was good for nearly 18 years. Then in the spring of 2018, a persistent cough, fatigue, shortness of breath, and chest pain sent Kyle to a nearby emergency room several times.
I'd been awakened from sleep. I thought I was having a heart attack. That sent me to the hospital, and they let me out after a night, and I went back to work.
Each trip to the emergency room, Kyle was given the all clear. He was told he had acid reflux on one occasion, given pain medicine for his chest pain on another. Once they diagnosed him as essentially tired and winded from being out of shape. Not long after his last ER trip, Kyle collapsed in front of his mother.
And my mom had already said something about, hey, let's go to KU. So I ended up going to KU emergency that night. It was like July 29th. Within like 5 hours, KU figured out that there was a tumor on my heart.
Kyle said it was the last thing he expected, even with his history of skin cancer.
I knew how terrible I felt at that point. It was super bad. I could barely walk across the room. So that's when I was kind of freaked out.
A biopsy confirmed Kyle's melanoma had metastasized to his heart, something so rare doctors had little information available on treatment, prognosis, or survival. Kyle prayed he'd be around long enough to get his kids through college.
Dr. Doolittle said that information's going to be out there in, 5 or 10 years from now, and they're going to be reading about you.
A team of doctors got to work on how to attack Kyle's cancer. Surgery was out of the question because the tumor was wrapped around 2 ventricles on his heart. Radiation of the heart wasn't an option either. Then doctors at the cancer center discovered Kyle's melanoma had a mutation.
So the prognosis at first wasn't very good, but once they found out I had that mutation, literally, the doctor brought the pills over on a Sunday and had me start on them.
Today, and for the foreseeable future, Kyle remains on his targeted therapy prescription of 12 pills a day. He feels better. The tumor no longer shows up on scans, and he credits his doctors for giving him this extra time with his family.
Hearing the stories, and then once you've been through it, it's like you see the ads of, wish I would have gone there first or whatever. It's all true. Literally, when I think back to everything you hear about it, it's all true. When I was in there were so many different people. I can't even keep them separate, but there are literally like 5 teams of doctors coming in every day, checking on their little part of the puzzle. And just more minds. It's amazing.